Welcome back, class. We are starting the second chapter of this course. So, actually, the purpose of so far we have learned about the basics of the digital electronics. We have learned about the different gates, okay, the basics of the gates, digital pulse. So now we are going forward, and the purpose of this chapter is actually about the learning of the number system. Okay, so as we briefly talked in the last chapter, okay, so the computer, the digital electronics works on the binary system. Okay, for example, the computer processor is working on the binary system 1010. This is called binary system, and we usually for example, from the keyboard you write 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the decimal numbers. Okay, so we type decimal numbers on the computer, and the processor is actually processing the binary digits. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn that how we can actually convert from the one decimal numbers, like the one number system to another system. Okay, for example, from decimal to binary, binary to decimal. Okay, then we will learn about we can perform the different kind of the operations. For example, you are using the computer calculator to calculate 2 plus 4, and we know that the answer is 6. Okay, but the computer is not just adding the decimal number, computer is adding their equivalent binary number. So we will learn that how we can do the different arithmetic operations, okay, for the binary numbers. Okay, then we will learn that how we can actually dealt the negative numbers. So the computer process the positive numbers in a different way, and like if you want to subtract for example 2 minus 1, okay, we know the answer is 1. Okay, but the computer did not just subtract like this one. Okay, it's actually a process the negative number in the form of the second complement. So we will learn that how we can actually get the first and second complement of the number to deal with the negative number, to store the negative numbers. And lastly, we learned some general kinds of the codes, okay, which are basically commonly used for the different application. Binary coded decimal, for example, the gray code. Okay, and then we will study that how we can actually increase the security of our code. I briefly touched this topic in the first chapter. We can add the parity bits. Okay, so how we can add the parity bits and how we can define the parity, like even and odd parity of our system. Okay, so we will learn that things. That is actually the core of this chapter. Okay, so let's start with the decimal numbers. Okay, so we know that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 0 to 9 are the decimal numbers. Okay, and we usually use them to represent the number. So basically, every number system has a base, okay, or radix. Okay, for the decimal system, our base is 10. Okay, so for example, and if you want to write any number, okay, so we can write according to the base. Okay, we will start with the base power of 0. Okay, and remember this thing, any number power 0 will answer is always 1. Like 2 ki power 0, 1, 3 ki power 0, 1. Any number with the power of 0, the answer will always be 1. And the base will remain same, about, for example, decimal number, and the power will change, okay, will increase up as we move towards the left side, and the power will decrease as we move towards the right side. So it will be 10 ki power minus 1, 10 ki power minus 2, and 10 ki power minus 3. Okay, this is just the base explanation, okay, for the decimal number. So like if we move towards right towards the from point, so we are actually dealing with the fractional number, right? 4.3, okay, 4.5, okay, 99.9. Okay, so to deal with the fractional number, we have to move towards the right side of the point, and in here the weight of the powers will be negative. Okay, let's take one example, okay, to understand this thing. So let's try to write this number 9240 in the form of the bases. Okay, so here we can see that we actually have 4 digits. Okay, so basically this 0 is coming at the, so here we have 9240. So this 0 is coming at the so this is the point, So after point, the first power is 0. Okay, the base is 10 and the power is 0. Okay, so and then the second one, it will be 1, and this it will be 2, and this will be 3. Okay, so basically we can write like this way, that 0 multiply with the this power, the base and the power factor. Okay, plus 4 multiply with this one, 2 multiply with this one, 9 multiply with this one. So if you just multiply 9 multiply by 1000, so it will be 9000, plus 2 multiply by 100, 200, plus 4 multiply by 10, 40, and 0. So if we just add all of them, it will be 9240. Okay, so this is very important, that how we can actually convert the number in the basis form. Okay, so this configuration is actually called as sum of the product. Okay, so basically we are taking this sums, we are taking the sum of the product terms, we are making the product. Okay, so this is even like how we can actually convert, okay, a number to the in the sum of the product form. Okay, and we can represent that number with the help of the bases and their powers. Okay, so this is one example that express this number as the sum of the values of each digit. Okay, so you have to express this number in this form. Okay, so this is your homework, so try this, and we will also solve this during the live session. Okay, so this is about the decimal numbers. Okay, binary number, binary system, we are talking about the 101010. So the radix of 2 is used for the binary number. Okay, so for the binary number, base is 2. Okay, so now for this case, what will be happening? So if we are moving towards this side of the point, 2 ki power 0, 2 ki power 1, 2 ki power 2, 2 ki power 3, and so on. And if we are moving towards right, 2 ki power minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and like this one, go on. Okay, and very important thing, very important thing, 2 ki power 0, okay, this will be 1. Okay, so always this will be 1. Okay, so we use the binary numbers. Okay, so actually whatever like we are typing, okay, so we will get the equivalent binary number of that one. Okay, so we will see the examples. Okay, so this is one example of the binary counting sequence. Okay, for example, uh, you are typing 0. Okay, so equivalent of the 0 in a 4-bit binary system. Okay, this is the 4-bit binary. 4-bit binary means we have 4 bits. Okay, this is like the first bit, second bit, third bit, and fourth bit. Okay, so in the 4-bit binary system, we can represent 0 as 0000, and 1, decimal 1, it will be represented at 0001. Okay, and 2, it will be represented as 0010, 3 1 4 1000. Okay, so basically we can convert these decimal numbers, okay, to the binary numbers. Okay, and for the practical applications, okay, for example in the counting system, okay, for a counter, okay, for example for the 7-segment display, okay, if you want to display 0, okay, so you will be actually sending this command to the microprocessor. Okay, that 0000. So if you send this command, okay, your decoder microprocessor 7-segment display, it will show 0. And if you send this command 1000 1000, this command, it will display 1. Okay, so to display these binary numbers, okay, you have to send the equivalent to display these decimal numbers, you have to send the equivalent binary numbers to the actual decoder system. Okay, because your microprocessor computers, they are working on the binary systems. Okay, but here now the question is how we can actually represent these numbers, okay, in this binary form, how we can convert them to these binary forms. Okay, the procedure is very simple, very simple. So we can try this. Okay, let's try. Let's see a couple of examples and this concept will become more clear. Okay, so let's try to convert that we have a number. So we will start from binary to decimal conversion, and it will be more easier for the understanding of the purpose. Okay, for example, let's say we have a number of this is my binary number. Okay, I have a 4-bit binary number and I want to know that what is equivalent decimal of this one. Okay, so the procedure is very simple. Okay, right, so we are dealing with the binary system. Okay, write the base of this system. Okay, the power. Okay, so this will be 2 to the power 0, this will be 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3. Okay, then just write some of the product form. Okay, so 0 multiplied with 2 to the power 3, which is 8, plus 0 multiplied with 2 to the power 2, which is actually 4, plus 1 multiplied with 2, plus 0 multiplied with 2. Okay, so the answer will be 0, 0, 2 plus 0 will be 2. Okay, so if we convert 4-bit this configuration, the actual decimal number is what? 2. Okay, now let's try to convert this number. Okay, so to convert this number, again the procedure is same. Okay, first step is write the powers. Okay, so 1 multiplied with 2 to the power 3, which is 8. Then we have to write sum of product form. 1 multiplied with 2 to the power 2, which is 4. 1 multiplied with 2 plus 1 multiplied with 2 to the power 0. Okay, which is actually 1. So here is actually coming 1, not 2. Okay, so it will be 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So it will be equal to what? 15. Okay, so 1111 is actually representing the equivalent decimal number of 15. Okay, now if you see this column, okay, so 15 is actually what? 1111. 2 is actually what? 00010. Okay, so similarly you can convert any binary number to the decimal. Okay, like we did here. Okay, the procedure is simple. Okay, just put up the powers. Okay, and then just do the sum of product form. Okay, that is the procedure for the conversion from the binary to the decimal. Okay, and if you have now you if you get a point, okay, for example this number, we have to convert this number to the decimal. So for this the procedure will be same, like start from this way, and from this side you will just multiply 2 to the power minus 1, 2 to the power minus 2. Rest of the procedure is same. So try this example at home. Okay, so try to convert this binary number to the decimal, and we will discuss in the live session. Okay, now we learned about the conversion, okay, from the binary to the decimals. Okay, now if you want to convert the decimal to the binary, okay, decimal to binary. Okay, so for this remember one rule. Okay, the power rule. Okay, so what is the base power rule? 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what is this number telling you? This is very important thing, so please focus here. Okay, 2 to the power 0 means 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, 2 to the power 4, 16, 32, 64, 128. Okay, so here no focus. If you're taking these two bits, okay, so this is like my first bit, second bit, third bit, 4 bit, 5 bit, 6 bit, 7 bit, and 8 bit. So if you just take 2 bits, okay, in 2 bits we can represent maximum decimal number of 3. 2 plus 1, 3. If you take 3 bits, okay, so we can represent maximum decimal number of 4 plus 2, 6 plus 7. Okay, so maximum 7 in terms of decimal we can represent in minimum 3 bits. Okay, if you take minimum 4 bits, okay, then we can represent 15. okay, and if you take minimum 5 bits, okay, we can go for, like, if we just add all of them, okay, like 16 plus 8, okay, so what will be number we are getting here, okay, for this case, okay, it will be actually 31, okay. So the thing is, okay, whatever number you want to convert, okay, for example, your question is convert the 8 to the binary number, okay. So for the conversion of 8 to the binary number, you need at least 4 bit system, okay. You will be needing 4 bit system to convert the 8 to the binary system, okay, because with 3 bits you can maximum get 7 here, okay. Now let's try to convert this, okay. You want to convert 8 to the binary, okay, we need 4 bits, okay. So I will just write 4 bits here, 0 0 0. So these are my 4 bits here, okay. Now then just put the powers, power 0 1 2 and 3. Now what is this number? 8 4 2 and 1. Just write these, okay. It will be easier for the understanding, okay. Now what do you need? Okay, you want to convert 8, okay. So for the 8, okay, you will change the bit to 1, okay, and for the rest you will just write 0 0, okay. So if you just write this one, okay, so this is the equivalent binary number of the 8, okay. No focus. So for example, you want to get 7, okay. Let me use another color. We want to get 7, okay. To get 7 in the 4 bit system, so 7 we can get if we add these 3 numbers, right? 4 plus 2 6 plus 1, okay. So it means if I make this bit 1, this bit 1 and this bit 1 and this bit 0, okay, so that will be equivalent to 7. 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 7, okay. If you want to get 3, okay, 3 means I have to make this bit 0 and these two bits 1 1, because if these two bits are 1 1, okay, this will be 1 and this will be 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So this way we can convert, okay, from the decimal to the binary, okay. This is one way, okay. There are two other ways, okay, which I will discuss during the live session, okay, about the conversion, okay. So this is one example of converting the 49 to binary, okay. So try this at home, okay. So this is the other way of conversion. We will discuss this during the live session, okay. This is okay. The next thing which I want to discuss here is the uh, arithmetic operation of the binary system, okay. So there are certain rules for that, okay, and those rules are very important. So understanding of those rules are very important. So if you are adding binary 0 and 0, you will get 0, okay. Remember, binary additions is different from the arithmetic addition, like 2 plus 3 4, okay. It's not, we are just dealing with 0 1, okay. So you have to be careful about this. So 0 plus 0, the answer will be sum, okay, will be 0, okay, and there is no carry here, okay. So carry will always be 0, okay. And if you add 0 1, okay, 0 plus 1, sum will be 0, okay, there is no carry, so carry will be 0. If you add 1 0, okay, sum will be 1 and carry, it will be 0 here, okay. And here comes the important thing. Now if you add 1 1, so in binary if you add 1 1, your answer will be sum will be 0, okay. 1 plus 1, it will be, your sum will be 0 and you will get 1 here, okay, which will be your carry, okay. So in the case of 1 plus 1, you will get 0, okay, and the carry will be 1. For all other cases, your carry will be 0, okay. So these are the rules for the binary addition, okay. Now if you are like carrying this thing to the next one, okay. For example, we have this binary system, okay, 0 0, okay, and this carry is coming from the last, okay. Now what will happen? 1 plus 0, okay, 1, okay, 1 plus 0, 1, Okay, so here what we are actually getting, okay, your sum is actually what here, okay, sum is 1 and carry is 0 here. Okay, now if we add this carry, okay, which we are taking from here, okay, to this number, okay, then what will happen, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, we know that what is the rule, 1 plus 1, we will get 0 and carry 1 here, right, and 0 plus 0, okay, what will happen with 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0 will be 1 and we will get already 1 carry here. Okay, so the sum is 0 and the carry is 1 here. Okay, so these are the rule for the binary addition and very important rules. Okay, so very important rule is this one. Okay, these are just the rules, so just go through them. So 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and we will get 1 carry here. Okay, let's try to solve example. Okay, so and the concept will become more clearer. Okay, let's try this example. So we are trying to add these two numbers. Okay, 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. Okay, so we just write this number. So if you convert this number, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 bit binary system. Okay, and we know that if you convert this binary to decimal, you will get 7. And if you convert this number to the decimal, you will get 21. Okay, and 21 plus 7, we know that our answer should be 28. Okay, so now let's try to add. So 1 plus 1, okay, the rule is what, 0. Okay, and we will get 1 carry here. Okay, so 1 plus 1, 0. Okay, and 0 plus 0, 0, and we are getting 1 plus 1 0, we get 1 carry here also. So again here 1 plus 1 0, 0 plus 1 1, and again we get 1 carry here. Okay, so 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1. Okay, so this is the addition, and if you convert this binary number to decimal, you will see that your answer is 28. Okay, so this is the way for the adding of the binary numbers. Okay, and for the subtraction, okay, similarly we can do the subtraction. So the rules are same. If you subtract 0 from 0, the answer will be 0. Okay, if you subtract 1 from 1, okay, the answer will be 0. Okay, if you subtract 1 from 0, the answer will be 1. Okay, and here comes the important rule. Okay, now if you subtract 0 from 1, so we cannot subtract 0 from 1. We cannot subtract 0 from 1. So for that case, we will carry, for example, if it's a 2-bit system, we will carry 1 from this bit. Okay, then if we carry 1 from here, so we will get the 1 here. Okay, so in this case, so what will be the results? Okay, what will be the result here? Okay, if we carry 1 here, okay, so now we are having 1 here, so 1 minus 1 actually, okay, it will become 0, right? And as we have gotten 1 carry here, okay, so basically in this case the result, okay, so if we carry 1 here, so basically this number will become 1 0, and here you are having 1 here. Okay, so this is basically 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1. Okay, so basically this is 2 and this is 1, so basically your answer, final answer will be 1. Okay, so here we are getting 1 here, but we are getting a borrow from the neighboring bit. Okay, so for this case, this is a critical rule. Okay, it will become more clearer, okay, if we solve an example. Okay, so let's try, these are the rules. Okay, let's try to solve this example, that 1 1. Okay, so 1 1, we know that in decimal is 3. Okay, 0 1, in decimal we know that it's 1. Okay, so we want to subtract this one, so 3 minus 1, we know that 2. So 1 minus 1, okay, the answer will be 0. 1 minus 0, the answer will be 1. So 1 0 in binary form, okay, in decimal form is actually 2. Okay, let's try this example 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1, okay, 0. Okay, now you have to subtract 0 from the 1. Okay, so we cannot do that, so we will borrow. Okay, so here comes this critical rule. So we will borrow this one and this will come here. Okay, so it will become 1 0. Okay, 2. Okay, so basically it will become so 2. So 2 1 0 minus 1, the answer will be 1. Okay, so remember this one, we borrow this one, so it become 1 0. So 1 0 minus 1, it will become 1. So when we borrow this one, so what is left here? Okay, so the remaining will be, so when we have already borrowed this one, so here we will get 0. So 0 minus 0 will be 0. If you convert this thing to the binary, so this was in decimal form, it was 5, it was 3, and the answer will be 2. So if you convert this to the decimal, you will get 2. Okay, so this is rule for the subtraction. Okay, so we will solve more example, okay, in the live session. So we require borrow when we are subtracting 1 from the 0. If you are subtracting 1 from the 0, then you need the borrow, and then this rule apply. It's very, very critical rule. Okay, so try to solve this example. Okay, practice this thing, and we will solve more example during the live session. That's the first part of this lecture. Thank you very much for your time.